Hello everybody, welcome back. I just wanted to hop on and share a little bit about the Father's heart for you. Just a small little insight. The other video was an hour long, but that was more about psychological insights, how you can find healing for broken parts from wounds from the past in us. But this one is more where I want to show you how the Father's heart is so tender and close and loving. So I'm going to hop on right now with Genesis 3, verse 21. It says, the Lord God made garments of skin for Adam and his wife, and he clothed them. So what struck me here is Adam and Eve just made the biggest mistake in the whole world. You know the story. They were in the garden with God's most beautiful, perfect relationship, and the snake disrupted that. They ate from the apple and paradise was over. We were sent out to protect ourselves because otherwise we would live forever in that brokenness. So God sent us out of the garden. But we had to work and we had labor and birth, how do you say that? Labor pains. But because even though all of that happened, Adam and Eve made that big mistake. God shows here how much he still loves them, and it's often overlooked. So I want to show you, this is the first time in the Bible, first time in the world that God killed an animal. He killed an animal he just created for the world. He killed it for Adam and his wife to make clothes so they wouldn't feel naked. So Adam and Eve, they put leaves on to protect themselves, but God wanted more for them. He wanted better for them. So he made garments, clothes, out of the skin of a dead animal. He made it himself. And the second part is he clothed it. He clothed them with it. For somebody to clothe you, he has to come near you. He has to embrace you almost, like his breath, his face is near. He's near. He loves you so much that he will kill the first animal. He makes the skin so you wouldn't feel ashamed, you wouldn't feel naked, you wouldn't feel embarrassed. And he clothes you. He embraces you. He's close. He's nearby. Also in Isaiah 61 verse 1 and more, it says to bind up the brokenhearted. That Jesus came to bind up the brokenhearted people. And there's several other things. It's one of my favorite verses. But this one is beautiful because when you bind up a wound, you wrap it around. You wrap garments, not garments, but you wrap those things, I don't know how you call it in English, but you wrap it around the wound so it can find healing. He binds up the brokenhearted. He wraps around, just like the perfect healer does, just like the perfect physician does. He gives hope. And with the brokenhearted, it's meant with crushed spirits, people who are destroyed in spirit, who are weakened, just totally down. He wants to bind them up and heal them. He's a perfect healer. Also in that same part of the Bible, to bestow on those who grieve a crown of beauty instead of ashes. He sees your grief, he sees your hurt, and instead of, in the old times, they will put ashes on their face to show how much they will be hurting. But instead of ashes, he wants to place a crown, to bestow a crown on you. Like he personally, he places it on you to bestow a crown. He sees your pain. He sees your hurt, how you can't handle the pain. But he sees you still so worthy, and he sees you, and he wants to give you a crown of beauty, an oil of joy. He wants to restore your heart. He wants to be there for you and help you. He is personal. His hand, it's personal. It's beautiful. The last verse I want to talk to you is Psalm 56, verse 9. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. When you thought that you were alone and there was just a small tear, he saw that and he catched it. He catched it up in his hands and he placed it in a bottle. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. He catches up and he keeps them collected in his bottle. He has recorded each one in your book. He sees each one of your tears. He sees it. You're not alone. Even though you feel alone and like the only person in the whole world, he sees you. And that's what he wants to say with all these scriptures and throughout the whole Bible, because it's one big love letter. He sees you. He's with you. You're not alone. You are supported. He sees it through you. He knows what's deep inside of you. Not how people see you, but who you truly are. He sees your love. He sees your, even though you may feel broken, he sees to restore you. He sees you. He sees you. And he wants to restore you and heal you. He wants to bring you comfort. He wants to heal your heart. And he just wants you to know, even though you make the biggest mistake in your life, just like Adam and Eve does, he still takes care of you. He still reaches out and kills the animal. I'm not saying that he will do that now, but he will go above and beyond for you. He adores you. He loves you. He wants to be with you. So if you find a struggle with that, just know that he has a safe and a special place for you in his heart. And you can just find rest there. Even though the world is a dark and difficult and broken place, in him you find true rest and true peace and true love. So that was just 7 minutes. I did it. 6 minutes. Yeah, just something that I wanted to tell you. All right. See you next time. Bye.